Astana is the youngest capital city in the world. This year, Astana has celebrated its 12th anniversary. This is the city of records in development and construction. Over 1 million of square meters of housing are put into service in Astana every day. All best schools, hospitals, trade entertainment centers and administrative buildings are for the people of Astana. The number of population of the capital city is growing by leaps and bounds. It was created to amaze. Thousands of people conquer it. It gives everyone a chance to make their dreams come true. The most important thing is not to stop and look back on the way toward it, because the impossible is possible in Astana. This rule was proved while building this ultra-modern stadium. The 6th largest stadium in the world has a sliding roof and covers the area of 10,000 square meters. It was built in 2 years, and this is not the first and the last record of the Kazakh capital city. It will surprise again and again. Astana is the symbol of renovation of Kazakhstan, the symbol of inexhaustible creative energy of its multinational people. She was named Astana in honor of the city. The girl likes flowers, mathematics, and playing pioneer ball. She always gets excellent marks at school. Astana loves her parents and asks them to present her a little brother. She knows how to name him Kazakhstan. There are already Kazakhstans in the country. Astana is the only girl with such name. The 10-year-old girl has quite serious and ambitious dreams. This is one of the most favorite places of the residents and guests of Astana. Here one can see mermaids and dancers. A show under the water attracts people and leaves no one indifferent. This is a huge aquarium filled with 4,000 liters of water and 120 tons of sea salt. About 2,000 marine creatures are living here. As for marine predators, they are fed with fresh herring and mackerel. These are the miracles. 16 tons of bronze, 12 meters of height. The new composition is devoted to the birthday of Astana. The monument to Janibek and Kirei, founders of the Kazakh Khanate, passed in an easy way. The best architects of the Republic submitted their works at a special contest. Rinat Abenov became a winner and the new sculpture was erected at the square in front of the first Kazakh President's Museum. A unique building designed by the world-famous architect Norman Foster, Khan Shatir. The area of this tent is 133,000 square meters. The height is 150 meters. The new miracle of the world was presented to Astana on its birthday from the builders of Kazakhstan, Germany and Turkey. Summer all year around here, oasis and steppe, palm trees and real beach sand around. All of these were brought here from abroad. There are several swimming pools on the 4th floor of the Trade Entertainment Center. Everything is for fun in Khanshatyr. The biggest concert hall, which can hold up to 3,500 visitors, is also located in Astana. The author of Kazakhstan Concert Hall is Manfredi Nicoletti, one of the most vanguard designers of the world, as well as one of the most sought-after architects of modernity. He is famous for using natural principles in construction. The auditorium was designed in the shape of a musical instrument and may be tuned for any show, a symphony concert, opera, or a film show. There is no such project in any CIS countries, and it is undoubtedly one of the most important architectural compositions and cultural centers of our country. One is elite and another for creative people. 2 universities have been opened in Astana by the day of the city. The new Nazarbayev University has already been included into the rating of the most expensive higher educational institutions of the world. Students will have to pay none less than $19,000 per year here. Russia's MGIMO is much cheaper, as well as several faculties of the legendary Oxford and Cambridge. The educational programs and the quality of education are promised to meet the standards of elite British and American universities, the Ministry of Education and Science says. Today we create the base of intellectual development of the society. The people of Astana like to name new buildings according to their appearance. The unusual building of Shabit University of Arts was called by the locals an ashtray, and then a spot. The guests of Astana will also be amazed with the first largest and longest building on the left bank of the city. The length of the House of Ministries is about 1.5 kilometers and its height is 10 floors. All ministers are working in one building. That is a rarity. In Astana, one can wander even in yards. As if by magic, skyscrapers are erected near small houses, the miracle of building idea and efficiency. He knows every street and building in the city. His phone always rings off the hook. He is the chief architect of Astana. Sarsimbek Zhunusov is a respected person in the city. According to him, to work in team is very important. Sarsimbek and his team built Astana, linking the architecture of West and East. For him, Astana is a living person who can eventually change and become better. Astana, as a true Kazakh woman, is always hospitable. Foreign presidents, sheikhs, ministers, representatives of various delegations, tourists, when they visit Astana, they try to taste the national cuisine. It is an unwritten rule of the capital's guests. The best Kazakh cuisine is in Astana, delicious, beautiful, and lots of meat. National color is an addition to broadening outlook of the foreign guests. About 200 restaurants offering of various countries' cuisines are working in Astana, but in any of them one can order national meal beshparmak. Interesting statistics. A middle-class Astana resident earns about 1 million tenge per year. He consumes on average 65 kilograms of bakery products and 40 kilograms of meat and 58,000 liters of drinking water. He dines in restaurants 10 times, visits cinemas 15 times, speaks for 730 hours over phone and spends 60 days watching TV. Besides, he pays visits 60 times, goes 8,000 kilometers by public transport and 30 kilometers in an elevator. It would be also interesting to know how many eggs the people of Astana eat at average. However, we could not find such statistics, but we know where the biggest egg of the world is. It is also located in Astana, and there is no white and yolk inside. It is something different. It's even not the needle of Koshchei the Deathless. The guests of Astana will never guess. This unusual building is called egg by local people. Do the guests of the Kazakh capital city think about the egg? The residents of Astana know it. This is the building of National Archives of Kazakhstan. It would be not exaggeration to say that Astana was built by President Nazarbayev. Everybody knows it, and therefore the reminders of creator Nursultan Nazarbayev can be seen almost on all streets of Astana. The eighth miracle of the world, oasis in steppe, the city of future. All those who love Astana call it so. It is uneasy to fall in love with Astana, the city of sharply changing climate. Summers are hot here, while in winter it's windy and quite cold. You can feel summer in the morning and autumn in the evening. This is Astana for strong, smart and brave people. Astana is a state in the desert, and everyone who wants to be its resident must love it with all his heart.